Do you think right now is a good time to buy a condo on Oahu? This is David Buck with Harcourts Island Real Estate, and today we're going to talk about the market stats for June of 2024. First off, we're going to dive into the single family homes, and stick around towards the later, we're going to dive into the dynamic part of our market, which is actually the condo market. So first off, with the single family homes, we saw the median sales price up 6.7%. I was going from $1,050,000 in June of 2023 to $1,120,000 this past month. And then meanwhile, transactions as far as sales go were up 4% year over year. And that was going from 248 sales a year ago to just 258 sales. So that's 10 more sales, 4% increase. Meanwhile, the median days on market were down 11.8%, and that was going from 17 days to 15 days. So stay tuned, and we're going to dive into the condo stats. Well, we started this off asking, is now a good time to buy a condo on Oahu? And on the initial glance, you might not think, well, prices are actually up. So the first stat we're going to talk about is median sales price. And there we saw an increase year over year of 3.9%. A year ago, that median sales price was $510,000. This past month, it was at $530,000. Now, from a buyer standpoint, that might seem like, whoa, maybe now is not a good time to buy, and rates and all this stuff. But I'm going to share with you a few reasons why now might be a good time to buy a condo on Oahu. The second stat we're going to cover is sales volume. The number of condo sales this past month were down 24.5%. A year ago, there was 470 condo sales on Oahu, and this past month, there were only 355. So that's a lot less deals taking place. So if you're a buyer, now might be a good time because of that. And meanwhile, median days on market have increased. They've gone from 18 days on market a year ago to 26 days on market this past month. Now, there's a few other factors I want to talk about here and why it's been challenging in the condo market. We've talked about these on a few of my videos, and one, it's insurance is becoming more and more an issue because there's a number of condo buildings in town that are underinsured. Some are going through some growing pains with in older buildings with plumbing and infrastructure. And the third is, which we covered a while back, was an ordinance 19-4 regarding upgrading fire protection or fire life and safety evaluation for condominiums. So with all those factors, and there's one more factor I'm going to share, is that just in the news this past week, it talked about the yen was at the lowest it's been against the US dollar since 1986. So what we're seeing in our marketplace right now is a lot less international buyers from Japan. We're actually seeing a lot more Japanese sellers of condos on Oahu. So I think that's a trifecta with sales volume being down, days on market taking longer, and then less competition from international buyers. I think all of those factors play into why now might be a good time to be a condo buyer on Oahu. Because if we fast forward, a year or two from now, I can't predict the future, but I've predicted the future on a few other buildings that were down on Oahu because of financing issues, such as the Marco Polo and Ilakai, and how they've rebounded. Like, once again, take this with a grain of salt. I can't predict the future, but if you look back a year or two from now, I think now might not be a bad time to buy a condo on Oahu. That's just my 2 cents. And thanks for tuning in. This is David Buck once again with Harcourts Island Real Estate. And if there's anything we could help with real estate here on Oahu, homes, condos, land, we got some good land offerings coming up on the North Shore. Feel free to reach out and give us a shout. I can be reached at 808-371-3509. Mahalo.